Hello everyone. Steam sales seem to happen frequently, but for two games in particular, they seem to happen more than the other games that I keep an eye on. Those two would be Deus Ex Human Revolution and Mankind Divided. I highly recommend these games to anyone who wishes to try a shooter RPG or just hasn't played the series. I have seen them both for $7.50 at least 10 times by now. That's not a lot of money for two great games. If you get the Mankind Divided upgrade, I guess it is, the one that costs a bit more than $4.50, it comes with all the DLC. Before I get into troubleshooting, I want to quickly cover the DLC for Mankind Divided. I don't think it's worth it. The weapons that you get through the DLC, they're a one-time use. You only get to use them through one playthrough. That's it. The two story DLCs that are in there, something Rift and the other one, in my opinion, it's too short to justify the cost. If you really want to see that stuff, you can just go to YouTube and watch it. It'll save you money. Moving on to troubleshooting now. I heard about some multi-core issues with Mankind Divided. At first, I didn't really pay attention to it due to the fact that I never had any issues on my old system, which was a 7700K from Intel and Windows 8. But when I tried downloading Mankind Divided and doing another playthrough on this computer, which is AMD 2700X in Windows 10, then I started to see the issues everybody was talking about. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to deal with them. The step prior to this is pretty straightforward. I don't think that I really need to explain or show it. But what you're going to do is you're going to go into the Steam files and you're going to look for dxmd.exe. You're going to right click on that and hit Properties. In Properties, you're going to look for the Compatibility tab. And in there, you're going to set the compatibility for Windows 7. Once that step is complete, then we do the Task Manager step. This step right here has to be done every time you load Deus Ex Mankind Divided. The second you load and go into main menu, do this step before you try to play a new game or load a game. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to right click, you're going to go to Details, it'll take you to this page. You're going to right click this, you're going to set priority to real time. Because Mankind Divided is poorly optimized, even a solid state drive will take quite a bit of time to load. Setting this to real time helps reduce load times because it tells the computer to devote as many resources as it can to this. This is actually something I do on other people's systems if I need more frames. So I'm no stranger to doing this. The one thing that is new to me is setting Affinity. I've never had to do this before. I've heard about it in the past, but never had to mess with it. And that's in large part because it's not exactly straightforward. You'll notice that it just says a bunch of different CPU numbers. It's not going to tell you how many cores or threads each check mark is worth. Because of that, I had to just experiment around with Mankind Divided until I found the optimal affinity setting. For my AMD 2700X playing on medium graphics, 1920 by 1080, I found CPU 0 through 5 being checkmarked was more than adequate. I'm not sure if you're going to need more than this if you plan to play on high or very high, but that's nothing I can check because my video card is only 4 gigabytes in size. But yes, this will get you around your multi-core issue, and then the other two steps will correct the other optimization problems or bugs, one or the other. But yeah, I'm going to go into recording here. This is the troubleshooting recording. I'm going to switch over now to doing a tips and tricks. Thanks for listening.